Now, for your information, the past 2 days have been very, very exciting in our showbiz industry, especially out of a program brought to us by the guys at Hits FM 103.9, where they said they were about giving us the real state of the creative arts, coming right after the president had given us the State of the Nation's address. This time round, it was specifically on the creative arts, and it was headed by Mark Okrekumante, who happens to be the creative arts president. Now, the day after Okrekumante's address, a team of active creative arts people made up of Ola Michael, Kojo Prekodankwa, and I think in Japan also, they also said, no, we also have our own version of the creative arts, or the state of the creative arts. Therefore, we are yet to do the real presentation. Okrekumante is done with the state of the creative arts. Ola and his people, they are also done with the real state of the creative arts. Now it is time for me to present to you the president of the creative arts proper. He is the original president of the creative arts. And today on this show called Ghana Weekly, he is about to give you the original state of the creative arts. My name is Sammy Flex, show produced by Digital Rasta Currency as well as Richie Flex, taking it a notch higher here on Sammy Flex TV. You don't have to miss this. If you enjoy it, share it with someone. Feel free to always share your comments on the video, because we are in to read them, take them. The ones that are good, we keep them. The ones that are not good, we take them to the White House. And they go like that. Sammy Flex, my name, and my excellency, His Excellency Nana Yao Wiredu. You can add George to it. Yes. You can add 18 to it, and whichever one be good. Now, President, hope you're good.
I am good, Sammy.
Thank you.
Yes, my fellow countrymen, I greet you all. Welcome to the original Masters in Governance State of the Nation of the Creative Arts.
There is a special name actually.
Yes, yes.
This is called Masters.
Yes, Masters in Governance.
Masters in Governance.
Yes, State of the Creative Arts.
Ah, whoa.
Yes.
Not just the original.
No. If you don't have a master degree in Masters in Governance, you will understand the essence or the importance of governance when it comes to governing a country. You know? So you need a master's to understand what we are coming to discuss today.
I see. Yeah. Now, for the very first time, I know you come here with press releases written in your brains, but for the first time, you've come with a notepad where you have all your report from your various sectors the ministers have given to you to tell the people.
Yes, because we've had two creative arts conversation within the past 2 days, like you said, and people have shared what they think is their achievements.
Okay.
So we have to bring to our people, we have to bring the original Masters in Governance Creative Arts state right now to the people, so they will understand what is going on, because I'm sure people are confused with the Ola Michael and the Makakriku thing.
Yeah, so, especially after following some 1 or 2 conversations, people posting here and there what they also think about the whole outcome. So, I think there is the need for you to do this.
You know, we are just here to present the fact and also make sense of the two things that are presented to us, and so that people out there, when you watch the video, you can judge if this is actually something that the creative industry should be even worried about in the first place.
Now, His Excellency, first of all, let me ask you, what do you think about the act, the idea, what was being started by Hits FM crew, or Okrekumante and his people? What do you think about this whole idea?
Like, in all honesty, I think that the idea was unique. The idea is nice, that we sit down as a creative people and share what we think is the original state of the creative arts, you know, and address issues that are pertaining to us, and then answer questions from people in the creative arts industry, so that everybody can be on the same page with what is happening. But quote unquote, it kind of looked like one party was not prepared. The person also came, quote unquote, to, if I'm not afraid to say, made us feel like we don't know what we are doing in the art industry. And so be a politician. That's how shared the course in the past 2 days. Now I said it. You know, as Utia Sempa Ecosi saying,
yeah, they have some afternoon show like that.
what you say, what the politicians do there, no? If they listen to what we did in the past 2 days, they will tell us that, no, you feel say easy. But the idea there, not it makes sense.
Okay.
You know, I was hoping that I would have seen a forum conversational direction than what they did on Hits FM for these 2 days.
Okay.
You know, it's like Party A against Party B, MPP against NDC. So MPP came to present through Okrekumante, and NDC came to present through
Ola and his people.
And it's funny.
I see. Okay, so His Excellency, let's go straight to the issues.
Yeah.
First, let's address Okrekumante's presentation because he started first. What were the vital points you picked out of Okrekumante's presentation before we look at the other parts? And Okrekumante, we can say, is representing the New Patriotic Party.
Yes,
the
MPP. Yeah, the MPP.
The NPP.
Yeah. So I think that first of all, big up to you, Mark. And your team. Mark shared the presentation as you know, like I said earlier in my earlier when I said that one party was not prepared. That was Okrekumante. He wasn't prepared for the presentation. Oh. Let's be honest with ourselves.
He rather put out posters.
Yes,
people put out posters, and he was the first to have come out.
Okrekumante's first line told everybody that watched the video on Facebook, listened to the show on Hits FM that he wasn't ready. He said in his first line, he said, Frank is somebody who was also part of the Creative Arts Council. Yeah. I prepared man weeks or months or days ago. Definitely OBB. Into be in the crown. Like the way of quite about. Yaman to say Ubia on sudden thoroughly gone through the presentation to have first hand on it as a leader, you know. So that was the first mistake I saw. Say the preparation for the presentation was like 30%. First he came late and he said it was due to a traffic at the game park, whatever.
Oh, he came late to the studio.
He came late to do a presentation, which is fine.
So the president was late for the state of the creative arts.
And I'm sure saying Kaye Nanado and I can bad late in Kaye Fancheno.
But even when he has cold or flu, you still we still give it to him.
Because say, why is he using the hanky that he used to to clean his face like that there? Second point, they say figures that Mark was quoting was not on top of the figures that he was quoting. I get it that he brought his team to help him, but as a
which people were in the team?
I think Frank was there. You know, Frank is part of the team, so I think Frank was there to help him with some numbers and all that. Okay. Frankie Five is the host of the TGI. Yeah. TGI
was Dr. Khan there as well?
Dr. Khan was there.
Okay, I think I saw a video
But I don't think Dr. Khan was there in light of the council. He was there as a media person to witness. Oh. Because almost say a state of the creative arts. Oh, okay. Some people who wanted to listen firsthand. And that's what I like about Dr. Khan's presentation, because I could see in the first hand. Okay.
But did they invite the various entertainment show hosts to also come listen? Because as much as I know, we were not invited at Xylophone FM. And it's not as if it's a bother to us, no, not at all. But I want to know, just as Dr. Khan was there as an observer, were there other people who also went to Hits FM to do the observation?
A few people, but not yet a true representation of the industry people going to Hits FM to go and a true representation.
His Excellency can continue.
That's the first part. The second part is, like I was saying, figures. Talking about numbers. I'm buying Mark was not on top of issues when it comes to the figures. Some he wasn't too sure. He had to refer to Frank, which I felt like as a leader, very smart people. This is the creative arts industry, thing. So you have to come prepared. You have to be on top of the issue. And knowing Mark, he's always on top of the issues. So I don't know what happened 2 days ago. He wasn't on top of the issues, but I'm not saying Dan Chen.
Maybe he needed some more time to prepare.
Yes, and then the third thing is the contradicting messages that he was putting out, or communication that he was sharing with people. For instance, he made a point that I felt he shouldn't have said, but maybe for the obvious he had to say it. But saying that the Creative Arts Council is not recognized by Parliament, so therefore, because the bill has not been passed, so therefore what it means is that the finance minister is not able to give us money, because if he goes to Parliament and says he's giving money to a Creative Arts Council, Parliament will ask him which people are the Creative Arts Council, because they don't know them. So that, first of all, is the biggest contradicting message, because then you don't have to do the state of the creative arts at all, because then
you don't have the locals.
because you don't have the power to do that. So then when he said that, I was expecting the host to say, then let's end the forum, then let's end this address then, because there's no need for us, because you're an illegal president.
But interestingly, the Creative Arts Council is also being represented by Okrekumante, who were Okrekumante and his people, who were being appointed by the president.
Yes.
Or from the executive.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying that he was contradicting himself most of the time, because say my Baba catcher will say my buy me say you need legal power to work. So then that means saying yeah, because whatever I'm coming to tell you is illegal. So so that means that aspect or that council is not functioning. So it has to be shut down. So in because once you make that statement and say that because the bill has not been passed into an act yet, and then there's no need to do any creative arts, state of the creative art. It means that whatever you are doing it as charity to support the industry. So if you had come from that angle, say, even though the bill has not been passed into an act yet, what we have done is to support the industry as people or as opinion leaders, because you are an opinion leader in the industry. That one, people will begin to listen to you more, because you say, I know what who say, the Moyenina is not under the aspect of the Creative Arts Council, because Moyen legal. Okay. But as opinion leaders or as leaders of this sector, so you guys came together to support the industry. Into the movement can't say there. It is support that the three of you or the three-man team now my forming as the Creative Arts Council no buying because of the love for the industry. So these are your achievements as three people who love the industry. When government or parliament passes our bill and we become an art, then we can begin to talk as the Creative Arts Council team. Then you have a point. But
still here with His Excellency Nanaya Wiredu, aka the man with the original state of the creative arts. Nana, now you were talking about the achievement, and I don't know what next you have on your paper.
The master class. Mark mentioned that the Creative Arts Council organized a master class for its members, and I feel says it's not an achievement. It's your job. It's like what do you say? It's part of your job description as a Creative Arts Council. So if you do that, you're going to only do an achievement.
Like something the NCC has been doing. To make sure the civilians get some education on some things.
Exactly, it's your job. But you not because of your achievement. I don't understand. I will say another achievement. This one blew my mind. He said the Creative Arts Council got the opportunity to select 2 bands to go to perform in Spain. CDs now with them from back. Wrong. He said the Creative Arts Council got the opportunity to select 2 bands to go and perform in Spain. The council is doing this with the Spanish embassy. I think say last year I'm called Spain. I'm Fra and Chichukuban. Echo Spain Kobo.
Yeah, we know about it.
Yeah, Echo Bo. Until saying a more achievement
and according to them, it was something that involved the whole industry.
Yeah, I'm saying
which wasn't the case.
No, they involved the whole industry because. They involve the whole industry. But tickets. At the core. I don't know how that is an achievement. When you are sponsoring people,
they did not even involve the whole industry. If you say they involved the whole industry, I'm not sure it was everyone who was called that this is what Ghana is going to do. I'm not sure everyone who plays an active role in the entertainment industry was called. Maybe my firm, I don't know whether my firm is not part of the industry, but in my firm, as much as I know, no one was called. In fact, in Ghana, if you're talking about one of the platforms discussing showbiz, race showbiz, you cannot ignore my firm. So what are they talking about?
So he made an example. This question came up and he said Dr. Khan was supposed to have gone with them and he said he wasn't ready to go or something like that. So I think,
and if Dr. Khan was not ready to go,
so that was the achievement. And once again I laugh because bands play gigs all the time in Ghana. They travel to play. You interviewed one of the legends here.
Yeah.
The guy who plays, what's his name? The guy who plays
the laboratory.
Yeah. Yeah, they play. So we like playing. So we like.
Kinaisoba, this one I had a conversation with Kinaisoba. Playing all over the world.
Yeah, so bands play all the time. Yo, let's be sincere. Come on. But Thomas and the Kwasibu band, they were touring all over the world. So exactly. So if you say you've taken 2 bands to go to Spain to go and play,
so we should clap for you.
We should clap for it. It's an achievement. Haba. I have to say like me and I am amused. I have to say, oh, Miss Africa took 2 bands to go and play a gig in France. Then people say, oh wow, but not a creative arts council. Come on.
I see.
2 bands.
Are there more achievements recorded?
Yeah, he said, and this one too. This is the part that people started questioning him. He said the council also took some film producers. No, he said that he would take some film producers to China.
The council would take some film producers.
Yes, to China. For a certain festival. I think it's a Fudu festival or something like that. So that one too, it's an achievement. He said they have engaged Gamro to help them to raise or to buy the software that will help them to do the login system and to track royalties for artists and all that kind of thing. Okay. So that one is an achievement. They've engaged. They haven't bought the thing. Okay. I thought achievement was I have bought the thing. So this is Charlie. I have bought you water, drink. It's an achievement. Yeah. But if I engage you, it's not an achievement.
Or if you are planning.
If you are planning to, it's not an achievement. But on what can I say, sir? Okay. I feel I say the industry, the council is also trying to fine tune. And I say me buy the groups. But so far, Nepal groups almost like creative arts, and tourism sector. 15 groups or 13 to 15 groups. And I'm saying, hey, this.
As in those that are well structured.
Yeah, recognize. I'm almost at data. 15 to 13 to 15 groups. Okay. Then I keep asking myself, so how is it that the tourism sector is so organized, so beautiful, such that they can actually tell that they're all their members? Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need to even go onto the streets before you know.
Mark, say an achievement.
Okay, so I'm sure His Excellency Nana Wiredu has given us a review or a summary of Mark Okreku-Mante's presentation. He is the current president of the Creative Arts Council, which will be changed to an agency very soon.
He's the president of an illegal Creative Arts Council.
Okay, as the president has spoken, I'm sure you need to take that. Now let's move on to the other side. Earlier today, we also had the other guys coming in to also put out their real state of the creative arts. Once again, our president, His Excellency Nana Wiredu, picked down some points, and he would want to share with us what he observed. Yes, Nana.
Okay, so after Mark's presentation,
and this group.
This is led by Ola Michael.
This group also represents the
NDC. Yes.
National Democratic Congress.
Yes. Led by Ola Michael, with support from Kudepreko Dankwa and Rex Oma.
Oh, okay. So Rex was also in the studio.
Yes, Rex was in the studio.
I see.
Yes. So, on my presentation, it was in 3 folds. Kudepreko's own, Rex Oma's own, and then Ola Michael did the final presentation. Okay. When Kude was speaking, I sensed a lot of passion and disappointment in that he called Okreku-Mante's achievement cheap. I said 10 cheap achievements. Now, as a lay person in the middle of this whole thing, I mean masters in governance. Make me say mark achievements ni mo dear and your achievements. Mr. Achievement. So I was hoping that they will come and say achievements, whether tangible or intangible achievements. But I'm some buyer almost same in tier. Okay. More achievement I'm say they formed the Ministry of the Creative Arts in 2013,
which is true, under the administration of ex-president John Dramani Mahama.
So he said in 2013 they formed the Creative Arts Ministry. So that means their president also had a thought for the creative arts industry. So they use that as a point. So almost more achievement, but they don't blow their own horn. Let me say, oh wow, this is a good starting to us. I almost say they in 2014 they trained 5,000 filmmakers. And when I say
5,000 filmmakers.
Yes.
In Ghana.
Yes.
Or from Nigeria.
In Ghana, 5,000. Ola Michael said if I say there are all the 5,000 people that they train, no, most of them are MPP people. That's how come they are not coming out to talk. And
I suspect Currency was part of it. Because he was in Kumasi then.
And because Ola said, "Baby, na your film." Say Currency come.
That was when he was the director.
5,000, someone training 5,000. Once again, if you just suppose what they are saying against what the Kukumante said, we're taking 2 bands. 5,000 is not 2 bands, but the weight is the same.
But is it reality? As in, is it true that really they trained 5,000 people in the film industry? If they trained these 5,000 people in the film industry, what are their works? Or where are their works?
Where are the
results out of the training?
You see,
because if you train people and they don't put out anywhere, they don't put out any results, what will be the essence of the training?
If you train people safe and there's no system, there's no structure, there's no framework, they will frustrate. Listen, there are a lot of boys who go to NAFTI and graduate with the best handiworks like editing, film, directing, lighting. So I mean, very important show. I think very few are practicing filmmaking. But because the systems are not there.
That's true.
So I don't know how, as a creative, as a government, enabling people, without a certain base to help them be able to work becomes a big deal. And another thing, I have to say here, Ola Michael said the NDC time, they trained 10,000 youth in. They trained 10,000 youth in hairdressing and things. I'm going
10,000 youth.
I didn't hear 10,000 youth in 10,000 youth in hairdressing and things. Where are they? Where are the 10,000 people?
Maybe they've opened their shops individually and they are working. Some in Sotum, some in Ablekuma. They've opened their shops. So if you see God is great.
Another big achievement at Olabo. So he said they saw in NDC in 2014 they had finished the first bill, the Creative Arts Bill. Now you're ready. Now called Parliament.
And then what happened?
Yes,
and they lost.
And they lost the election. Let me say, so I say in 2014, the bill was ready. So that means they had 2 years. They had one year and some 8 months. They could have powered the bill to be passed to save the industry, but they didn't do it. I say 2015, they started the regional sensitization tour to engage stakeholders in the industry. Hey, bill now ready.
Regional sensitization to do what?
To
achieve what?
Say bill now ready. So to kind of money amount for it. The bill never ya more money the idea. Now bill never pass you, but no to coin. No more no tamale. No more church. No money. Break. You had a year. If you say 2014 or 15, right? The bill was ready. And you had a year and some months, and you couldn't, and your government couldn't power because you were majority in parliament. You couldn't pass the bill. One mark the difference between the room. One mark difference between the room.
I say kojo konsu original quintia.
Mutu difference in the end. Obviously, your master class. Mum say you empower 10,000 youth in hairdressing. Sana money you be on more. If you are more,
5,000 people
and 5,000 trained in film. Film, no. Like by now, our industry should be booming.
Even if not booming, we should see more people doing activities in the movie industry. But then nothing is.
Charlie, So between 2013, according to Ola Michael, no, and 2013, 2016, Sika government, or one government, you know, now that support here from apart from the 2 million, no, I call 1 million. I said the ministry gave 1 million to the creative industry through the funds were obtained through the cultural forum. So between 2013 2016, I'm say ministry man creative arts industry no.
Cultural forum.
Ministry no creative arts industry no 1 million. When somebody says I've given you 1 million, and we are where we are. Hi.
Well, I know something for sure. The fact that the cultural forum really supported some people with money. I remember even at that time, Socrates and some of the people were telling us that if you have any viable project and you want any support from the cultural forum, all that you have to do is to write a proposal to the forum. The forum will go through the proposal, assess your document, and if you are fit, they will give it to you. If you are not fit, they will not give it to you. I'm sure it was even given out as a loan, as a soft loan of a sort.
So isn't it the same?
A free deal.
Isn't it the same as this Exim Bank thing that Mark them have been talking about?
Yeah, it is.
It's the same thing. You see, sometimes we need to be very, very
straightforward.
These two people who are leading us, this thing that they've done, they've exposed themselves in a very big way. That all the young guys in the creative arts industry, so almost say man tourism, let's take into the creative arts industry. So all the young guys in the creative arts industry, they will bow their head in shame and say, if these are our leaders, then we are in trouble. We are not going anywhere. Because what Ola Michael is saying, and to the cultural forum, now I'm going to say, it's the same thing as what the Exim Bank and Mark them are saying right now. So that has been the same language from 2013 to 2020.
I see. Now, the idea that our art industry seems to be politicized. For instance, now that it is clear, Okrakumante and his people are representing NPP, Ola and his people are representing NDC. First of all, is it a good idea to start with?
Sammy, is dangerous. It's different when a musician decides to say, I'm openly campaigning for Part A, Party B. They will face their consequences by themselves. If they lose fans, it's his own thing. If they gain fans too, it's his own thing. If you make money, it's his own. Not leaders. Because you don't know the people who are following you where they belong. So once you show your face as a leader, that media the way. But Rexoma made a point. I'm say, okay. He said, who appointed Okrekumante and his team? It's the president.
Yeah.
Why did he appoint Okrekumante? Because he knows Okrekumante is MPP.
So more or less like job for the boys attitude.
Exactly. So that means almost buying bar. Or no Rexoma. It's more likely. So right now, when you look at it carefully, we are doing exactly what the politicians do in our creative art industry. Because if you watch TV and Opa, MP before Becca man, and this say, hey, it's not true. It's the same thing happening. Why am I saying this? Mark did a presentation. All Ola Michael and his people came to do was to say, hey, it's not true.
Debunk everything
Is not he has said. And they also brought what they had done. And what they had done is the same quantity as what Mark is saying. So as a year, as a year, into when so these are the guys who are close to the ministers and things, talking for us. And I'm sorry, I'm news, not me creating. It's the same thing. And it's dangerous to show your face. You know, like if it's true that the president appointed you. But as a creative person, you can smartly dodge partisan conversations because you do what you maybe yes you will. But I can't say now because now it's open, it's even dangerous more because you see now if Mark will do anything and needs anybody's help and the person is not from his party, the person might be reluctant.
They will all be slow in responding.
Because if I help you, your government will take the props and my party will lose. So I won't help you.
I see. This is the original state of the creative arts address as presented to you by Nana Wiredu. Nana Wiredu will be summing up everything so that we also share with you for your commentary. Nana, so in summary. Yes.
Before I met Samuel Abuna, I think this one actually I need to let people know. Say Ola Michael Kase in September 2016, they formed the Interim Creative Arts Council. That, according to him, made up of about 33 people. When the MPP came, they said there was no act binding them, so they were illegal. So they disorganized the whole interim thing, and they formed a 3-man. Now, this is the point that I just made. How do we move forward? We are in a country where we are saying that there's no national agenda for the country. When NPP comes, they'll come and break. When NDC comes, they'll come and break and do their own thing. We are bringing that same energy into the creative arts industry. If they formed the Interim Creative Arts Council and the president came and disorganized it and brought these 3 people, if the 33 couldn't take us anywhere, can 3 people take us somewhere?
No.
In summary, I think Ola Michael, Rexuma, Kojo Preko Dankwa, and Makopreko Mantel's team, they've made the industry exciting.
Yeah, I said it. It has been very exciting.
Some informations that had never come up because they used to keep it to themselves had come out. Now we know what the true state of the nation is. The creative arts industry is, and it's a shame. Because all the things that they have listed are things people in the private sector do on a regular. Until they made us know, say the leaders who are ahead of us they are not that competent.
They are not on top of their game.
They are not on top of their games. So we have to find our own way to survive right now. Each one for himself, God for us all.
Alright guys, this will be the end of the original state of the creative arts address as presented to you by His Excellency Nana Wiredu, and of course his other name is 18.com, and the George name you can add it if you like. You can also ignore. It is just to add our voices to the discussions that have been ongoing for the past 2 days, Monday and then Tuesday. Of course, as active creative players in the industry, we also had the need to be part of the discussion. Now this is out. Feel free to share your opinion. Feel free to share your thoughts on it. If you disagree, that is okay. If you also agree with us, it is okay. Remember, we're going to do this again. If the part 3 from the other side comes out, we are surely going to do the same again. Thank you so much, Nana Wiredu. Thanks to my producers, Digital Rasta, Currency. Thanks to Richie Flex. And of course, I am always going to be here to be the MC for the state of the creative arts. We out of here.